What's up, Kay? I don't know what happened. Yeah, guys, my whole thing lagged out. This trading view lagged out. My stream lagged out. I don't know what happened with the trade, but it seems to have gotten stopped out. So on my eval, I got stopped out, but on trading view, I don't know what happened with it. So again, guys, today is not going to be a cash or funded account trading day for me. It's a no news Tuesday. No red folder news. So we are trading in deep discount. So if we end up hitting the 50% and getting something like so good, I may log into a funded account, but we'll see. Because we are in such deep discount now that it's like undeniable that eventually we have to bounce. Like, eventually it's going to happen. But for now, we're going to stay out. Is there an SMT with ES here? Ooh, ES is making a lower high, a lower low, I mean, and NQ is making a higher low. That's pretty interesting to note. So right now there's a tiny SMT with NQ. If you guys want to try something super tight on eval, this doesn't look bad to me, but I'd prefer to see the liquidity sweep, right? We have that liquidity sweep on the daily right here. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Bro, what is going on with this computer right now? It's so laggy. Or maybe it's TradingView. Yeah, guys, one thing to note, if you're trading this with a real account, I mean, these candles are massive. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so the 1 minute is working here. And the target for this will be the equal highs if you're in this. Stop to break even, of course, will be when this high hits. This is the inverse that we were looking at, guys. SMT with ES, one made a higher low and one made a lower low, plus a 1 minute IFEG. In heavy discount, I think this is probably going to work to these equal highs. Maybe there's manipulation to get there, but I think this is ultimately the target today. So if you're in this trade, stop to break even comes at this high. Okay, for those of you guys who are in here, I am gonna start opening shorts on UVXY. It's a starter position. It's not gonna be a full-size position yet, but you can see here that we are pumping very, very hard on UVXY, and oftentimes it's really good to short the VIX. So I'll be looking at that. Okay, so obviously this is not working. If you're in this, your objective is to cut this if this 1 minute closes below. All these stupid alerts. Okay, so no stop out just yet, but there's probably going to be one right now. Got 30 seconds till this 1 minute candle closes. Okay, let me get rid of this target alert. See if it holds or not. Okay, so it is holding, it looks like. Let's see if it does, though. And there is a hold on the 1 minute. Beautiful to see. So we gotta pray that it holds. I would honestly put a hard stop below this wick, but that's just me if I was in this, which I'm not, but... Oh! Has anybody taken any trades today? This looked really good, I'm not gonna lie. This right here. We swept a ton of lows during the day, and then unfortunately there was technically a stop out here. Again, why this market is so crazy right now. But what I probably would have done in this situation is moved my stop slightly below this wick, because it's happened before where I get wicked out and stopped out like that. And I probably would have ridden this up to this internal high, but I was asleep when that happened, so. Not on futures? What's not on futures? Oh, you took a trade, just not on futures. Oh, okay. So again, guys, I mean, objectively, what I'm waiting for is this 50% of the monthly leg. I think there'll be a pretty bullish reaction from there, but we will see. Maybe it happens before, but this is not. This price action is not A+. We also had a consolidation in the Asia London. This looks like a manipulation, and potentially we're gonna excuse me, distribute higher. Potentially. Charlie, I took a long position yesterday and holding on SQQQ. Trend trade thinking we have more downside. That is ballsy, Charlie. But congrats to you. Definitely a ballsy move. But if you get rewarded, you're going to get rewarded nicely. But also you got to think we're super low in the range. At minimum, I think we're going to come back and have some big green days this week. But listen, if the trade isn't working in your favor, it's working in your favor. Creating a little bit of LRLR here to the downside. You guys can see it right here. Rejecting from this little 1 minute for value gap. I think this looks pretty good if you want to scalp on an eval. If we end up closing above this fair value gap. What do you guys think? Should we try this 1 minute on an eval? I think especially if we can get this liquidity sweep first and sweep this low, then maybe it'll work. But again, guys, right now, nothing on my cash or funded accounts. Only if the 50% gets hit, I think I'll take something today. Because it's a no news day, this is the only situation where I would consider looking for something A+. Or I would consider taking something on my funded because it's A+. Sorry. But I think today has the potential to be a reversal day. I think it does, but I've said that the last day as well, so has the potential, doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Dude, Tesla's at 269 bucks from 480. What a decline. Alright, premium members, I just alerted you guys on the short play that I just took on the on UVXY. Check the swing trade section. Not a full-size position. I'm opening it up in quarters. So I opened up my first 25% here. So I do like this, guys. I think I'll try this on an eval. Let me just check the 2 and the 3. Yeah, nothing here, so. You can see ES, guys. Oh, ES is way weak. Wow. Huge lack. There's no correlation right now between ES and NQ. That's pretty crazy. You can see the lower high that was made that we're just completely dumping below. That's super interesting. Okay, so we're sweeping the LRLR here on the sell side. Okay, there's the daily sell side, guys. So this becomes a lot better to me, and if we get the 50%, it'll be even better. Wild. What a sell day. This is actually insane, guys. We've had look at the amount of selling pressure we've had on the daily. Bruh. Alright, I think I have to exit out of TradingView and re-log in because this is going super laggy. Give me 2 seconds, guys, while I delete this. Javier's still thinking bull. I mean, guys, we have to retrace at some point. You can't... The market rarely does this, where we just have how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One little bullish day. 7. One retracement day. 8, 9. Like, this is wild. This rarely happens. I don't think you guys understand, like, how rare this is. But we swept some liquidity to the downside. If this ends up going up, I mean, if this ends up closing above the IFEG, I'll take this long. I think that's a pretty decent trade. Where are my equal highs? How come they're not showing up here? I'm hoping this is an inducement candle. Bro, it's not showing any of my lines. It's just loading, I guess. Hello, where are all my lines? Guess I'll have to redraw the 50%. And then the equal highs we had formed in the Asia set, or the London. Oh, there it is. Now it decides to form. Okay. So guys, if we hit this 50%, I will potentially take a trade on a funded account today. But I need to see something, of course, I need to see something A+, but if this hits, I think that we will probably get a decent reversal today. So we'll see. Again, this is the 50% of the whole monthly leg of price. ES significantly weaker. Let me see where ES is on its daily. Wow, ES has swept all of its daily lows too, guys. This is the spot where there needs to be a reversal. We also have equal highs at 9.38, 938. Did they just form? Oh, guys, we do have another set of equal highs. Kay's right. Good find, Kay. Thanks for pointing those out. Wait, 430. Okay, there's some at 430. Maybe there's even more that Kay's pointing out. Hold on one second, guys. 3.8. Nothing at 3.8. I don't know what you're talking about, Kay, but I saw these ones, so good find on those. So guys, if this inverses, I'm going to go long. I'm only going long on funded or cash if this 50% hits. Oh, okay. So they're a little bit different numbers-wise, but those are the equal highs. Yeah, I don't really care if the stop loss is big. I just will go smaller size. Less contract, but it'll probably still be a full size position because of the size of the candles. So let's see if we finally get this dump and get something in here. What I'm hoping for is something like this. Again, guys, I always look for something like this, but you see, it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened on any of the time frames that we're looking at for the last week and a half, if not more. So until we get it, I'm not executing a trade. It's that simple. So again, guys, if this, yeah, it's not great PA right now, but it can easily turn into good PA. We just have to wait. If this ends up hitting, will probably take something on a funded account if it presents itself and it's A+. If this closes above now, I will probably just take this on eval. Again, up to you to decide what accounts you use on your specific days, not up to me. Oh, and guys, I figured out what the copyright strike was from yesterday. So what ended up happening is that I was singing, right? And my voice is so good that the YouTube algorithm, it thought it was actually the music from, it was like a copyright music. So I got a copyright strike for that. So guys, I know that my singing voice is really good. So, you know, just tell me if you start hearing me singing a song, so that I don't get a copyright strike, okay? Come on, bro. Let's get something good, please. That's right, Glenn. It was me, bro. I know. You thought it was a Spotify, but it was me. Alright, so you guys have to let me know, because if I do it again, I'm gonna get another copyright strike. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube, you know? I don't want to be demonetized. So we just finished that 10-10 macro. Again, nothing A+ in here that I could take, but if this ends up closing above, I think these equal highs will probably come in the next ones as well. Charlie says your voice is better than most I've heard. I wish. Wow, AMD is at 97. It's like the market doesn't get a break. It's crazy. And the craziest thing is, guys, is that, what is the S&P down right now? Let me check. So we have all these very bullish companies down heavily, and the S&P is only down from highs 6.4%. So we average like, I don't know, I think that the stat shows we average like a 10% correction every almost 2 years. And we're only at 6.4%. And we got Tesla all the way down at 267. We've got Nvidia, where's Nvidia here? Down at 111. Thanks, Charlie. I appreciate that, man. That's cool, Charlie. I didn't know that. You ran a karaoke show for 25 years? That's awesome. Oaf, is that a void? Where, okay, what do you mean avoid? Do 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 do. Charlie, have you sold any big options plays recently? One thing I want to point out, I guess we'll do it real quick. A stock that I've been looking at for quite some time is Enphase. It's a solar company. Again, very high risk, but where is it? Up 2.9%. So if you look at the volume on this company on the daily chart, or even on the weekly, we had huge volume the other day. Like, this is an anomaly. If you look back many years, the last time we had this much volume was in April of 2023. Very tiny selling pressure. And on the weekly chart as well, very big volume, but small candles. But I'm more so looking on the daily. That's where the anomaly really occurred. So I'm hoping that this is going to end up being a reversal, but we'll see. Another 1 minute inverse here to the downside. Is this A+? Hell no. But is it possible that we come down to the 50% now? Yes. But again, I would never touch that. No equal highs forming here. But this is actually wild. What is all this, bro? God damn it, my computer lagged out. Hold on, guys. You guys can still see my screen, right? Um, 60 contracts on SLV. That's nice, bro. Okay. K, the liquidity void or the FEG. I'm not sure where you're talking about, K. Evan, I went there every night and sang. Eventually, I put him out of business. Yo, so my computer, I think my monitor's lagged out. You guys can still hear me, right? Just making sure. Okay, I'm gonna edit this alert on Bitcoin too. Alright, good. Let's look at crypto quick. VIX is pumping very nicely. So I think this is a good spot to start entertaining shorts on the VIX, in my view. Bitcoin down 4%. Riot down 7%. Crazy, bro. Wild times we live in here. Alright, there's the 50%, guys. So I am going to log into a funded just in case something A+ presents itself. Just in case. Because I'm telling you guys, if today ends up not being the reversal day, I have to quit trading, that's it. But I think there will be something that forms. I think. And this, again, guys, this is also a very important level for those of you guys who are maybe just tuning in. It's the 50% level of the whole monthly leg, the whole one. So now we are officially in discount of the monthly leg. I don't know if you guys understand how wild that is. So if you are shorting in discount of a monthly leg, I feel bad for you. Maybe you're right sometimes, but I'm telling you right now, most of the time that is going to be a fail. Charlie's out. Oh, nice, Charlie. You close out your SQQQ. I think that's a smart move. I think today, what I'd like to see and what I think we're going to get, again, this is complete speculation for now. But I would like to see something like this. And of course this 1 minute inverse worked, that I said was super high risk. Your Tesla's at 262. That's actually crazy. This 3 minute looks pretty nice, though I think it's going to hold. If I had to guess. It's wild that this short worked. This woman at IFEG here to the downside. It's like the market is right now in such a strong sell program that every single 1 minute IFEG to the downside is working. Even though, statistically, if you take this 100 times, you will be wrong 90% of the time. So, it's something along those lines, but not a smart IFEG. But I'm telling you guys, eventually all these equal highs are going to get ripped above. Tons of them above us. Look at all of these. We are going to have a time in the market very soon, in my opinion, that all of this is going to get run through. Maybe it starts today. But it all starts with a 1 A+ setup. Wow. UVXY is at 2564 now. So crazy. So again, guys, this, in my opinion, is a time to start opening VIX shorts. Again, could we have a massive pump like we did here in August? Possibly. But this is a time when I think it's okay to start opening shorts. Okay, we might get a 3-minute inverse here. Let me look at the 5 quick. Ooh, and we are getting a potential 5-minute IFEG here too. Whoa, whoops. Okay, guys, I think this looks like a good long. But we have 3 minutes until the candle close, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, potential 5-minute inversion here. I would prefer to see this happen, but if this happens, I'll take this on a funded account. This to me is pretty darn A+. I know we have a 3-minute above, but I'm willing to take this on the 5. See, when me and Chulo are on the same page, normally it's a winning trade. But we'll have to see this time. And it potentially we're going to close above the 3 as well at the same time. This closes at 30. So let's see, guys. $30 seconds left. Okay, the 5-minute looks like it may close above here. And no close above on the 5. Wow. Just wow is all I have to say. But we did not form equal highs here either. Okay, so my thesis still is in play that we get this first, but we'll see. Okay, so potentially the longs forming here. Again, I need to see the 5-minute close above before I enter longs. The 3-minute closing above as well would help. But for now, there is no entry for me. Did ES get a 5-minute inverse? ES closed above. Interesting. I don't like the entry as much anymore. Still decent, but depends where this closes. Somebody posted, Trump owns over $500 million worth of Ethereum. He knows something we don't. Excuse me. Wow. Wild. So annoying. So realistically, guys, I wanted an entry down here. So am I going to enter this here? No. Especially if this internal high gets swept. Telling you, this market isn't giving anything A+. And then I see some IFEG traders posting, I've taken a trade every day for the last 2 weeks. Oh my god, that actually makes me laugh. Yeah. Morning, oh, haha, the same sort of entry setup. Nice. Yeah, I still think this is good until this internal high hits, but I don't like that this 1 minute got swept already. I think I'm going to stay out of this, guys. If you want to enter on the 5 minute here, you're welcome to. Stop to break even at this high, but it's not for me. I think we're going to have more downside here. This is what I think I got copyright striked for yesterday, but I'm not sure. Good morning, Robert. How you doing, bro? So, is anybody in this 5-minute IFVG? I think I would, honestly, I would give this an 8, but we do have a quarterly level sitting right below us that I really want to hit. I also don't like, oh, we didn't even hit the woman at high. Okay, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to try one here. Just one. Smaller size, stop to break even when this internal high hits. Right here. And of course, the stop is going to be a 5-minute close below. It looks great. Could it get stopped? Sure, but we'll see. Target will be the equal highs. Stop to break even when this internal high hits on the 1 minute. I thought that it hit, but it didn't. So, we'll see. Robert, it won't trade back down. You're good. Hopefully not. Again, guys, this is a smaller size trade, but this is on a funded account, so. Yeah, I think we're all getting fried chicken, boys and girls. Let's see. So I think this is the third 5-minute inverse that I'll be taking in the last 2.5 weeks. The last 2 5 minutes have failed. It rarely happens, so let's see what happens once this high gets hit, if it does. Again, my stop will be moved to break even once that hits. Okay. So again, I consider this A+. Hard to ignore. I wasn't going to take it, but then I realized that the internal high had not hit yet. So at minimum, I want that before moving my stop to break even. And then basically we have to pray that the 5 minute above it does not reject. How's the market treating you today? I made 10 million on my last trade as a seasoned expert. Good for you, bro. Keen Meister. So hopefully this is a 5 minute OB that's forming here. We'll see though. This is the drawing. This is what I believe, what I wanted to happen, and what could still happen. So if I get stopped out on this trade, this is probably going to happen later today. But we'll see. The very top? That's a rocket ship. So again, guys, once the internal high hits, I'm moving my stop to break even. If it does. In fact, I may even do it when this high hits, because I'd rather just deliver once it does. Alright guys, my stop's at break even here. This should go. If this ends up stalling at this high without hitting this, then I think it's going down, so. Protecting the position. And we'll see if it delivers. Right, like why are we stalling at this high? If this is bullish, we should completely hit both of these highs, no problem. So I don't like the fact that we're stalling at the high. Okay, nice push, beautiful. Okay, so this is now a free trade. If this ends up reversing here, it is what it is, but my target on this trade is going to be the equal highs up here. Let's see, guys, if we finally get a win that delivers all the way to buy side. By the way, guys, I am partialing here in my funded accounts. Just because we're in this 5 minute gap. So if we reject here, it's fine, but at least I get something. Alright, Charlie, we'll see you later, brother. So again, guys, I am partialed and the stop out. Crazy. So you can see we traded into this little 5 minute IFEG here, and we are rejecting. I'm hoping this takes us down again. I really want to see one more downside move, but again, that was a 50% partial, and now I'm going to wait for a secondary trade if I get it, so we'll see. Props to everyone who took that. But I would like to see another collapse below 50% and get something down here. That would be awesome. But again, we shall see. Did anybody take that 5-minute IFEG? Me and I know Chulo did. Oh, Chulo didn't take it in the end? So I thought I didn't like it, but then I looked closer and I saw that the internal high did not get swept. So I left the position. I took the position, I mean. Stuck on a wall, baby. Nobody else took that, huh? Robert didn't take it. So there's another 3 and 5 here. I'm hoping we get one more rejection, a sweep of this low, and then the longs later, but we'll see what happens here. Maybe we get a set of equal highs that form somewhere in this consolidation leg of price, but it doesn't look like it, so we'll see. VIX finally getting a little bit of a rejection here. We'll see if that ends up holding. Ooh, we got another set of perfect equal highs right here. Let me draw these in green like we always do. So again, guys, if we get another dump here, this will be my first target on the day, and then this will be my second target on the day. If we get one more sweep of liquidity down here, which I would love to see. Oh, we only got this line. Perfect equal lows 5-minute time frame at 190.75. Huh. 190.75 is right here, guys. There's no perfect equal lows there, especially not in the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so if these equal lows hold and we sweep low of day, again, guys, I'll be looking for something like this. This will be my main trade today if we can get it. Maybe in the 1150 macro we get it, we'll see. But I'm hoping that this holds to the downside and that we continue down and get the, I guess you can call it like the inverse head and shoulders pattern if you're a retail trader, but for me it's an IFEG setup. Somewhere in here. And then of course, the RR would look like this. Crazy RR, 11-1. Yeah, no good. It's all good, Robert. It's part of the game to learn, right? You're not going to be perfect. Yeah, but nobody got any fried chicken. Or we did all get fried chicken. Okay, nice dip so far. So the 5-minute technically is still holding here. But, I mean, the lack of displacement above this high right here and this 5-minute that rejected, I don't like that for bullish continuation yet. So I'd prefer for this to get destroyed. Everyone who's long gets stopped out and then get the long later today. That's what I'm praying for. So hopefully we get it. Hopefully we get it. This is the type of day that I pray for. And again, guys, gotta be patient here. But if we end up getting the setup that I have drawn on this chart, we should bank. So we will see. Ooh. So again, guys, so far green on a partial position on a funded, and that's the only trade that I've taken today. I have a cushion to take more if something else really good presents itself, but if not, then we won't take anything. But we'll see. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I hope these equal highs hold. I'm hoping that these candles are just trying to generate liquidity before moving it lower. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hoo hoo hoo. Beautiful. I love that candle. Just need to see this hold. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pepe, what's up, brother? You missed a pretty nice 5-minute IFEG that we took, but that was pretty much it. We took a partial and got stopped out for break even on the rest. Looks like the setup from yesterday. Yeah, I think, guys, I think this 5-minute is going to fail. At least that's my best guess right now. And then I think we'll get one later. Again, we got stopped. We took a partial in this 5-minute IFEG, or the 5-minute fair value gap that was bearish. And in theory, I'd like to see this reject, go lower, and then get an A+ setup later today. That's what I'm looking for. And we only got this love. Yeah, exactly, Pepe. It's still a piece of fried chicken, as whoever said that earlier. Still collected some tendies, but not enough. Yeah, it was Robert that said it. Well, so far the 5-minute IFEG is still holding. Again, I hope that we get the setup I'm looking for, but we will see. Ooh. Ooh. Correct, Evan. So, on the screen here, I'm on NQ because I like to track NQ. But on my funded accounts, I take MNQs or, I mean, depending on the day. Today, the candle ranges are huge, so I had to go in with MNQs. But for most days, I will trade NQ on a funded. It just depends, first of all, on the funded account. And second of all, on the range of candles. Like this move, just from the low to high today, or just from this little move that we had earlier, is 185 points. That is ridiculous. So you guys always have to pay attention to the size of the candles. Right? Like this this is normally on a regular day, guys, 185 points is the whole day's move, not just like a minor intraday swing like this. That is insane. And that's just because of how volatile the market's been recently. But yeah, if we end up getting this, even with, if I take it with 5 MNQs, which would be half of what you would see here on a funded account, that could be easily a $2,000, $3,000 day. So, but you have to be careful, right? Because you have that downside risk too. So, only take the A+ setups. And you only got this life. Come on, market. Let's see another dump. Give us one more sell-off so we can get the setup we want today. Let all these 5-minute IFEG traders get stopped out of their longs. Oh. Mm. Okay, I love that this is failing. Or technically it's not failing yet, but it should fail. Beautiful. And this low should come now. Do. You guys see that? This is intuition. Screen time. Gut feeling, whatever you want to call it, but I expected this to fail. And you guys can see now that this has failed, it's pretty likely that this low comes, and then after that, I think we'll get something down here. That is my expectation. Imagine if the candles print exactly how I have it drawn here, and we go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, just like that, back up to the highs. Okay, so far, looking at the two ES and NQ, both are making lower highs right now, or higher lows, sorry. This... interesting. So there is a 1 minute IFEG that's forming right now, but we have a 2 minute right above it that I think we'll probably reject. So be careful with this 1 minute IFEG. So you could take this, guys, if you want to. I'm not going to take this. But if the 2 minute closes above, that looks pretty good. We might not get this setup if this happens. Yeah, guys, this actually looks really good for longs. This looks super good. But this needs to hold. They're both making lower highs, so no SMT here. I really wanted this. And I still really do. If there was an SMT, I'd be a little bit more inclined to take this one. But my guess is that this works up to this internal high. But again, I'm not in this, guys, personally. Even though it will probably work, I want this. But if you guys like this 2 minute IFEG and 1 minute, I mean, this, I'm not gonna lie, this looks great. This looks great, but I'm not in it. That's just a gut feeling for me. So I told you guys it's probably going to work to this high, and then the equal highs are probably next, but it is what it is. Really wanted this setup, and I still really do want it, but I don't know if we're going to get it now. We'll see. But if you're in this trade, guys, your stop should definitely be to break even here. I don't know where you entered, but your stop should be right here at this candle's high if you entered on the 2 minute. If you entered on the 1 minute, your stop should be right here at this candle's body where you entered. Let's see if I'm right or wrong about this failing. Let's see what happens here. Excuse me. If this is the upward push, then yes, this is probably going to be the low of day, but I have a feeling it's not going to be. If there was an SMT between ES and NQ, I would have been a lot more inclined to believe that, but they're both made higher lows. You guys can see they both made higher lows. So I'm not as inclined to believe this is the reversal. I'd rather see this fail to the downside and then get a setup down here. I'll be right back, by the way. So let's see how we react in this 1 minute again. All right, so we're just trading back into the 1 minute here. Let's see if we end up failing this inverse fair value gap. Pretty bullish reaction there, not what I wanted to see. Is anyone in this woman IFEG to the upside? Interesting little push there. Did we just form another set of equal highs here? Or was this, did it sweep it by a tick? Nobody took it. Nobody wants to fade me, bro? Come on, somebody fade me. Imagine if this comes to fruition perfectly. If this ends up looking exactly like this, guys, somebody owes me. Someone's gonna buy me a Lambo or something. Who's gonna buy me a Lambo if this ends up playing out in this exact pattern? Back to the upside. Wow, guys. No one's charitable, huh? Nobody's willing to give somebody else a Lambo. It's really unfortunate. I thought you guys were selfless, not selfish. Evan says, I got you, but if it doesn't play out, you gotta get me one. But see, I'm putting a lot more on the line here, right? I'm trying to predict an exact pattern. So maybe I'll get you something worth half the price. How about that? Oh, markets. Can we do something, please? Let's check on ES, see how we're doing. Ooh, ES is... You guys can see, ES is... Alright, Evan, sounds good, bro. So you're buying me a paper Lambo, and I'm going to buy you a paper clip Honda Civic. Alright, so you guys can see how much weaker ES is behaving compared to NQ. So this is it looks like this is going to sweep the low pretty quick. Yeah, ES is behaving cleaner. I'm not going to lie, the volume has picked up on ES. Now, like, the volume looks good. Before, it looked terrible. And for the last few years, it's actually looked terrible. But now that volatility's up, it looks like people are flooding into ES, which is interesting. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Lambo Hot Wheel and Corvette Hot Wheel. Sounds good, bro. So I'm really hoping that tomorrow we get better PA, but we could get it today. But again, for those of you guys who don't know, well, I'll pull it up in the Discord, I guess, because it's already open. In the economic calendar section, what the heck is going on? Here it is. Tomorrow, when I go live in the Discord, we have non-farm employment change and ISM services PMI. So tomorrow should be pretty good PA. Thursday, we have 8:30 unemployment claims. So this will be where I go live as well. I was going to do this live, but I have a flight that I had to book last minute. So I'm not going to be, probably not going to be able to live stream on Friday. If I do, I'll let you guys know. But I'll probably do, if it is going to be in the live stream on Friday, I'll do 3 days in the Discord. And then I'll only have today and yesterday on YouTube. So those will be my 2 days on YouTube and potentially 3 days privately. But those days we should have better setups because there's red folder news all 3 days. So we'll see. And again, guys, I think everybody who's trying to log this fair value gap is probably going to get wrecked. However, there's one other scenario where we can come up here one more time and then get the shorts. I don't know if that's going to happen, but could do this and then get it later today. We'll see. But we will not know for sure until it happens. I'd prefer not to see this high get swept first. I'd like these equal highs to get left for later today. Okay, here is the IFEG getting destroyed. Everybody's crying now who took the inverse that didn't move their stop to break even when this high hit, like I told you guys to. And now we see if we get the clean delivery to the downside. Wow, big pump there. Holding the 1 minute, that's crazy. Wild. Let's see if this ends up being a fake move. Could be fake. Think it might be fake, yeah. But we'll see. Oh my goodness. Missed the high by a tick. Let's see if this ends up being a fake move up. Again, guys, I'm already green for the day. The only thing that I'm looking for is this setup. If I don't get something like this, I'm not taking it. Did we just form perfect equal lows here? No, we swept these by a low, by a tick. Oh. Oh no, we missed the high by a tick still. Again, I still think this is probably inducement to the upside. But I could be wrong, but if I'm wrong, it is what it is, guys. Again, if you want to be profitable in the long run, guys, you should not be chasing price. Let the candlesticks chase you. Draw your setup on the chart, okay? And don't click the button until the candles chase your setup. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're basically playing hard to get, and the candles need to fill your pattern before you take the trade, if that makes sense. And that will come over time, where you'll have experience and you'll see what you think will form, but let the candles chase you, don't chase the candles. The market should follow the artist. Should I name myself the market artist instead of the checkmate trader? I actually kind of like the market artist. Oh yeah, Pepe also came up with I show trades. Which is also good. So we have equal highs up here. We have low resistance liquidity. And yeah, so I think what's happening here is we're generating this to eventually sweep here and go lower. Keenmeister, I mean, it's been an accumulation of years, but I've been trading for about 5 years. Profitably for about 3. So the first 2.5 years was just me learning, and then slowly my P&L curve went from down to then slowly going up, trickling, and then eventually it had a bigger move. But I would say like year 3, 3.5, I started getting more confident. But again, just because I'm confident doesn't mean I'm right. So, like right now, we're technically breaking out of this LRLR. Let's see if this ends up wicking like it is. But did we form another set of equal highs here? No, we did not. Okay, so still potentially breaking out here. Again, guys, real trading is boring. You sit and you wait for your setup, and that's it. So far, there is nothing that I would take. Zero. Okay, nice rejection, so it could be a fake breakout. We'll see. Patience, patience, patience. Patience, patience, patience. Ugh. Oh, did we form another set of equal highs here? No. Bruh. Oh. Another set of equal highs. If this ends up holding, guys, oh my goodness, this will be crazy. Did you guys see that? How? Oh, it's not equal. They're close to equal, but they're not equal. Missed by a tick. Another Trump talk today? I guess he talks every day. Today is the 4th. Oh, you're right. He is speaking at 6 p.m. though, so that's fine. We don't care about that. Yeah, we knew he was speaking way later today, but not intra-market. He always mentions things during the day, but... So you guys can go on forexfactory.com. And then every Sunday in the Discord, you guys can see I make a post with the red folder news on the day. And then I tell you guys what days I'm trading and why, based on the news. But you don't need that. You can go on forexfactory.com and you can get it all there. Oh, okay, we're getting a pump here. That is unfortunate. But these equal highs should be next now. If they leave them, that would be fantastic, but I don't know anymore. Okay, so there's the equal highs, unfortunately. Breakout of the LRLR. So now the only chance we have of this setup happening that I want today is a dump here. So a sweep of the highs and then a rejection. What do you guys think? Should we try this short? On paper, not on a real account or on an eval even? If this closes below? Keenmeister, definitely gonna subscribe to your Discord. Yeah, and you guys, again, I've told you so many times, you don't need a Discord. Everything you can learn about trading is free on YouTube. The only reason I would suggest joining one is to be part of a community and share ideas with people. I mean, yes, you can get access to things in the Discords, I mean, if it's a good one, but you don't need it. You can learn everything online. Okay, this looks like a pretty decent looking short on eval. Swept high, intraday high, lack of displacement above, and a pretty obvious fair value gap. Again, would I take this on a funded or a cash count? No, because I'm bullish. I mean, I'm not bullish, but I'm also not bearish, so. But I wouldn't mind taking this on an eval. Targeting low of day and then maybe getting a setup later today. You can see that we didn't quite touch the top of the 5 minute. So this does look pretty good, guys. Again, I would never take this on a funded account, but I would not be surprised to see us hit low of day again if this IFEG gets inversed. If this fair value gap gets inversed, sorry, turning it into an IFEG. Elon Musk is giving away a Cybertruck to anyone who can provide proof of who wrote a particular piece of propaganda that the Democrats are stating right now. Okay, big bullish reaction there. Crazy. Still no SMT at the lows. They both made lower highs, but there was an SMT here actually. Can see a lower low. Oh, they both made lower lows. No, never mind. There was no SMT. Well, still a chance we reject from here. Okay, guys, so the 5-minute just got inversed to the upside. The 3-minute got inversed as well. 2-minute is still holding. And 1-minute is still holding. So if the 2-minute, the 3-minute, the 5-minute, and the 1-minute all close above, I think these equal highs are coming. But until then, this could be a fake move up. So we'll see. We will see. Sorry, what does ES stand for? I said SMT. The ES represents the S&P 500 futures. And NQ represents the NASDAQ futures. SMT is when one makes a lower low and one makes a higher low, or vice versa. Electro Spirit. Yeah, that's Electro Spirit, guys. Might be. So you watch both, but are only trading NASDAQ. Correct. I only trade NASDAQ, guys. I don't trade ES. Tristan says, I had what I would consider the perfect trader in the London session. That's awesome, bro. Tristan took something during the London session. Maybe a sweep of liquidity up here. Or maybe one of these IFEGs in this area. Or maybe this one. After the sweep of this high. That looks pretty good to me. I'm looking for one to make a lower high and one to make a lower low. A higher low and a lower low. We didn't get it in this case, but... So the 5 minute has inversed. The 3 minute has inversed. 2 minute has not inversed yet, and the 1 minute has not inversed yet. But if it ends up happening on this candle, I think this is a decent spot to go long. The 2 minute, the 1 minute, everything is closed above. So in theory, guys, this should go higher. But I'm not taking this. Not for me. If it goes, great. But what I wanted to happen did not play out, so I'm not entering this. But technically, guys, again, I'll say it again. We inverse the 5. We even inverse the 4. We've inversed the 3. We've inversed the 2. And we inverse the 1 to the upside. So in theory, this should take us up to these equal highs. But I am not entering this. I wanted to see this sweep. We didn't get what I wanted. So again, that's just my personal take on this. I don't think that the RR is good enough for me. And so I'm not taking this. But if you guys want to try this, you can stop to break even at this high right here and hold it all the way up. But it's just not for me. Evan says it just broke VWAP. I do not use VWAP in my trading. I remember the days of VWAP. Yep, only lines and boxes. Yeah, guys, this is not trading. This is art, okay? This is art class. We're not trading. I don't know if you guys didn't realize that before you joined this live stream. This is art class. We do not trade stocks and futures here. We just draw. We draw lines and boxes, and that's it, okay? So if you guys do want to take an entry on this, again, not my personal favorite here, but technically we did inverse all the fair value gaps to the downside, which means these equal highs should come next. But I wanted something different to happen. It didn't happen for me. I'm already green on the day. I'm not going to rush into anything. But if you haven't taken a trade yet, I don't think it's terrible to add here on this pullback. Have a stop somewhere down here, and then hold to the equal highs. But I'm not taking it personally, so... There's a bullish 1 minute fair value gap here. If it closes below, I think this is probably a good short, but I'm not taking it. I'll take this on an eval account if we get it. Edgar Trejo, Puppet Master? Who's the Puppet Master? Pretty bullish reaction from the IFEG. Well, it's still a fair value gap, but we'll see what happens in it. So no close below. So if you're looking for a short, this doesn't look bad to me. But we have equal highs above us, and inversed a bunch of bearish fair value gaps, so very tough to short this. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, ooh, baby. You should buy 100K worth of this, then sell it to make people buy? What do you mean? You want me to artificially pump the markets right now? You guys realize if I put $100,000 into the NQ right now, it would probably go down. It would go up one tick, not even. It'd go up a quarter of a tick, and then it would just keep doing what it did. $100,000 is like a tenth of a penny in relation to what people trade with in these markets. Like, you guys don't even understand. It would probably make the market go red. It's such a small amount of money. What the heck? 10 million? BYD has partnered with DJI for a built-in vehicle drone system. You guys want a built-in drone in your electric vehicle? If it has a flamethrower? I've always wanted a ceiling fan. That's pretty much what you're getting. You're basically paying you're paying a heavy premium for. It's basically an expensive ceiling fan. Excuse me. All right, so we're technically inversing or close to inversing this 1 minute. Again, would I short this? No. But if you want to, you can try it. We've got less than 30 seconds till the candle close. And there is the entry for the short if you guys want to try it. I'm not going to take this, but it doesn't look bad. Stop to break even comes at this low right here. If we get it. Right here. The largest amount I've ever traded with. The most money I've ever made in one trade, on one day trade, was with a 300K funded, and it was 8K. Introducing the newest iPad Air. Cool. Yeah, I don't use it. I've never had an iPad. God, I've had iPhones. I had an iPod Touch back in the day, an iPod Shuffle, an iPod Nano. And then, yeah, now I just have a Mac Mini and laptops. Tory Trades uses an iPad to trade? Bruh. I mean, I guess it's pretty much just a mini computer at this point, so... Tristan, cringe, bro. Yeah, trading on iPads is so cringe. Yeah, I agree. And like trying to draw lines and boxes on with your fingers, not fun, in my view. Oh, what a boring day. Still green, so I can't complain, but wish my setup ended up presenting itself, but it did not. So if you guys want to try another long here, you could technically move your stop below the 5-minute OB that just formed. Again, I'm not in this long, but technically this is still a long up to these equal highs. I'm not in the long, I didn't take the short. Nothing to me is A+ here, personally. If you think otherwise, do what you want. It's your accounts. Yeah, 50K on a trade. She does a lot of swing trading, to my understanding. But on a swing trade, I have been in the boats of 50K before. On my Tesla position, I was up over 50K on a swing, and we've lost a majority of it because I'm holding it for a long-term position. It's not a swing trade. It sucks to watch something like Tesla go from 220 to 480 back to 270, but that happened. Again, that's not something I plan to sell anytime soon. It's something I plan to hold for the next 10, 15 years, probably more. But yeah, that always does suck. Yeah, I mean, eventually. Again, that's money I don't really want to touch. I want to buy more. I have a round of sold puts that I opened a few weeks ago in the Discord, and they're for the 220 strike price. So if Tesla ends up hitting 220, I'll be buying quite a lot more shares. Yeah, that'll be a great DCA point. But I hope you guys realize, again, how much patience I have here. I have not clicked the button more than once the whole day. Yesterday, I clicked the button 1 time as well. Some days I click the button 0 times. It just, again, I only want to risk my hard-earned money on the best setup. And right now, I don't see that. Ooh, let's go. We are up 3% on our VIX short already. Who took the VIX short with me that I called out in the Discord? Anybody? I don't know if any of you guys even do that type of trading, so. Did you consider Mars mission when buying? Well, Tesla is not related to the Mars mission. I mean, maybe if the Optimus bot's there, but that's SpaceX. The reason that I invest in Tesla is for full self-driving. I think that that's going to be a massive industry in the future. And, yeah, Evan, the one at 2487. So I consider full self-driving to be a massive potential industry. And of course, the Optimus bot is like icing on the cake, but that could be even bigger than FSD, in my opinion. So for the long term, the next 10, 15, 20 years, I think Tesla is going to be a massive mover. Yeah, that's true, Keen. We don't know how he's going to use all his companies, but we do believe that, I believe that Tesla's going to be a massive company in the future. They're trading at about $1 trillion market cap. I wouldn't be surprised to see them at, I don't know, 5 to 7 trillion in the next 10 years. Maybe 5 years. Who knows? Beautiful. So UVX is down quite a bit from where we shorted from the top. So that was awesome to see. I'll probably end up closing this out if we get back to 22. But we'll see. I'll alert that in the Discord. I went to enter short, but I didn't have enough margin. Capital in my margin account. Oh, Evan, you should not. I would not be shorting with margin. Do not do that. Guys, do not short with margin. You should be shorting with your own cash, not margin. You can get destroyed shorting with margin. Oh, we won't use short. I mean, technically, okay, so I guess it really depends, because shorting, okay, it's, maybe I didn't word myself correctly. Technically, shorting does require margin, because you're, like, borrowing funds. I guess I misread what you were saying. If you have enough cash in your account to protect yourself, then yes, I would say that's fine, but don't, like, if you don't have any capital and they're letting you trade with margin, then don't do it. But yeah, you're right. Technically, shorting does require margin because you're borrowing funds. So, apologies, I didn't word that correctly. Yes, exactly, Evan. Because in theory, shorting is borrowing funds, so you would need to use margin regardless. You can't short on a cash account. I don't think. Unless there's some broker that somehow allows it. I don't know. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Then you're good, Evan. I worded that badly. Any other stocks you buy because of what they will be in the future, like Tesla? Yeah. There's a lot of stocks that I call in my Discord. We've actually been adding pretty heavily to quite a few names. But again, I'm not gonna tell you guys all the companies that I'm buying for the long term because that's a disservice to the people that are paying for the Discord. But in the Discord, you get all my long-term ads, all my swing trades, all my options selling, everything. But just look, basically, Keen, look for companies that are trading at heavy discounts. And you should do well if you just do your research. I will post the Discord if you guys do want to join. But again, it's not necessary. You can do all your research by yourself. And you can learn everything you need to know about day trading on YouTube. I always forget to post it, but I'll pin it there for you guys. So this is probably just consolidating to go up here, guys. If you want to take a trade here, probably going to hit these equal highs today and these ones as well. Okay, so a nice pump there. How many of those stocks do you think you've added to your Discord? I'm curious about the number. I mean, we've added like 10 or 15 stocks over the last 6 months, I would say. Between 10 and 15. Okay, there's a very nice pump. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of companies that were trading at deep discounts. I'm sure you can call customer support and fix that. That's crazy, Evan. Yes, Keen, Webull does have demo accounts. You can paper trade through Webull. When I was first starting with day trading, I traded on Webull. I don't anymore, obviously, but they do have it. I remember that. Yep, TradeStation and Tradeovate are where my cash accounts are. And then my fundeds are Apex and my funded futures. And then I'm working on Top Step right now. I want to get 10 funded accounts on Top Step so I can copy trade them. I think that'll be optimal. Plexi, yes, we took an A+ 5-minute IFEG. We took a partial up in here. And that's the only thing I took today. So I made about 400 on a funded. And I got stopped for break even on the rest. There was a pretty nice looking 1-minute IFEG here, but I did not take this. I was expecting a further downside move and an A+ setup to occur somewhere in here. But yeah, we took an A+ 5-minute IFEG. Right in here. Stopped to break even at this high, and we got stopped out on the rest. Also, we inversed the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1. But I didn't take it personally, but I think these equal highs are coming now, and then these equal highs. Doo-doot, doo-doot, doo-doo-doo-doo. I think high of day is a very high degree of certainty today. And then we'll see what happens after that. But I think both of these equal highs are coming today. And probably midnight opening price, if I had to guess. Beautiful move. I would take a partial if you're in this, guys, at the equal highs right here. You could even take a partial at this internal high in case we get a rejection first before going higher. If we look at the... well, there's nothing really on the hourly here, but... Let me look at the 15. Yeah, I think all of this is coming now. I think all the London highs, everything is coming over the next, probably today and then tomorrow. Baby, what you waiting for? Beautiful move. Let's see if the equal highs get hit. And again, guys, I think all these equal highs are getting hit. I don't think the market's going to stop here. Oh, there's the equal highs. So good job if you guys are in this. I think you're going higher, though. So Nvidia is also something I'm looking to add for the long term, but until Nvidia gets to the 75, the 90 to 75 level, somewhere here, I'm not going to be adding it personally. But if you guys are looking to add something, I don't think it's terrible. I mean, the only discount that exists, right, is a discount that's in front of you. And right now, Nvidia is sitting at a 20, almost 30% discount from highs. Plexi, what do I think of crypto? I am only in Bitcoin. Me and my community added Bitcoin in the low 50s. I added it on the 4th of July when everyone was complaining that the market was going to crash. My cost basis for Bitcoin is in the high 30s. But that's the only thing I hold. I don't touch anything else. I used to hold Ethereum, like back in 2018, but I sold all of it at like $3,000 a coin. And I haven't touched it again since. No XRP. I don't think that anything is worth holding personally apart from Bitcoin. But again, you can make generational money off of other coins, but again, I don't care. Solana, XRP, I don't care about any of those. You guys will find if you follow me for long enough, I rarely mess with things that are high beta and high risk. Rarely. I add blue chips at heavy discounts, so everything that I've been adding in the Discord that you guys know about, almost all of them are heavy blue chip companies. And yeah, Bitcoin is the only one that makes sense because there's only ever going to be 21 million. Yeah, I mean, I just have such a low cost basis on Bitcoin, and I just believe that most of the liquidity is being built into Bitcoin. I don't think that big money is buying these other, like, I guess you can call them meme coins or utility coins or whatever they call them with the size that they're buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the whale. Bitcoin is the blue chip of crypto. I rarely invest in high beta. Stocks, high beta crypto names, nothing. I'm only in XRP because of the banks. I want to get some Bitcoins. Guys, I mean, XRP is a super, super high-risk play, whether you want to believe it or not. I would not trade that with massive amounts of money. But, again, it's your life, your money, you do whatever you want. I think the better risk to reward... The better risk to reward is XRP. The better long-term coin at this point in time, in my opinion, is Bitcoin. Nothing else to me makes sense. So we did just sweep high of day, and you can see that we are getting a rejection here, but I don't think this is going to reject. I think we're probably going to inverse both of these. And if we do, I don't think this is a bad long, by the way, up to these equal highs. So we'll see what happens here. Technically, if you shorted this, your stop to break even would be right here on this low. And you could target like maybe this low if you want, but I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll see. Do-do, 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 do-do. So I'll try this on an eval if we get it. Maybe small size on a funded. If we can close back above, and I'll target the equal highs above. So this doesn't look terrible to me. Target the equal highs. I'll try this a third size on a funded account if we get it. I think this is pretty A+. I know we swept high of day, but we have equal highs above us. Very bullish reaction from the 50% level of the monthly that I called earlier today. Again, I wanted to see an SMT and something down here. Didn't get it. So this still looks like it could be bullish up to here. Plexi, what state you from? I live in Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California. But I am probably going to be moving to Austin, Texas in the next 6 months, maybe less. I'm looking to buy some properties out there, rent them out. But for the meantime, I'll probably find a nice apartment to live in. And then I'll just scope out the area, find some things that I really like. The key is to... yeah, I like Florida. I was actually debating between somewhere close to Miami or Austin, Texas. But I decided that Austin, Texas will be the better one for me. Okay, so nice pump here. Again, if this inverses, guys, I'm going to take this third size on my eval and on my funded. I think this is A+ enough for me to take. I know we swept high of day, but we have another set of equal highs above. We've been so bearish. This just looks too good to ignore. Can even try the 2 minute if you want, but I'm okay with waiting for the 1 minute. We got less than 30 seconds till the candle close, so we'll see if we get it. Where are you from, Plexi? Come on, get. Dirty Jers. That's funny, bro. There you go. Yeah, I think honestly, if I had to choose two states, Florida and Texas are the big boys that I would go to. First of all, to protect myself from state income tax, I am also considering buying something in Puerto Rico. Because when I start booking profits on cryptos or anything, you know, any of my long-term swings, I'm going to pay some pretty significant capital gains taxes. And I want to avoid those. We have an SMT on the 15-minute. NQ took out New York AM high, but ES did not. I don't really care about SMTs to the upside when we're so heavy in discount. So I'm willing to take this a third size position to the equal highs above us. Stop to break even at high of day. Two-minute also closed above, by the way, it looks like, by a tick. But Atish, that is a good point. SMTs are important, but you have to understand how heavy we are in discount. So I think that SMTs to the upside are not the smartest thing to take into account. But again, totally up to you guys what you do. I think a lot of people are smug and happy. A lot of people that are shorting the markets think that every single fair value gap short is going to work. And it has, but there's going to be a day where it doesn't. And today might be that day. Okay, let's see if we get the long. 30 seconds left till the candle close. Again, this is higher risk. I will admit. I'm going to take this with a third size position. Stop to break even at high of day. If we get it. Again, you're seeing me trading with NQ on my fundeds, though I will be trading with MNQ if I get this. If I get the position. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, so no entry on that trade. You guys see how we never closed above the fair value gap? At least no entry yet. Is Trump talking? What's this? Why are the candles moving? Who knows? Okay, this might come still. Just waiting. Oh, I wanted to ask, Plexi, where in Florida do you want to move if you're still in the chat? Do you like Miami? Because that's where I was considering going when I was thinking about it. I think any down moves in this leg of price, personally, I think is a fake down move. Let me see if there is an SMT. Yeah, there is an SMT. ES is behaving a lot weaker than NQ, but You also have to realize ES just inversed its 15-minute fair value gap, and this is probably going to pump all the way up here. We have a set of perfect equal highs on NQ or on ES up here, so I definitely think the market is going up still. But intraday, maybe we'll have a sell-off to this low, possibly. But once this 1 minute inverses to the upside, I think this will be a great long. Keen, you love your Bitcoin, your crypto futures, huh? But no, I do not trade crypto at all. Zero. I only hold Bitcoin. And you guys, if you are in the Discord, you know that we all added, well, not all. I added at 50,000 on the 4th of July when we had that dump. And I just hold it for the long term. I buy on dips. We also alerted another DCA at 82 when we got to the mean threshold of that fair value gap. All right, if we go to crypto, we added right here at 82,408. This was my second add on Bitcoin, my second DCA of the year, or first DCA of the year, and for the second DCA of the last 2 years. The only other DCA I put in was, where's the 4th of July? I think we added right here at 56, and then I added again here on August 5th at like 51 something. But yeah, this is where we were adding. And I think that this is all manipulation. I think we're going to go higher on Bitcoin, but who knows? The best thing is just to add for the long term, right, guys? Ooh. Okay, no close above just there yet. Again, I'm going to enter with a third size position if we get the entry here. But we do have less than a minute. We have 30 seconds, 40 seconds till the candle closes. Pumped. We're all pumped, bro. We're pumped for Bitcoin to pump. $30 seconds left. Let's see if we can get the candle close above. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Again, this is a third size position. If I get it. A third size. Not a full size position if it happens. Alright, there's a close above. My TP is going to be the equal highs. Stop to break even at high of day. And my stop loss is going to be a 1 minute close back below all these fair value gaps. Again, this is a riskier trade. I will admit that. But it's a third size position. I'm not entering this with a full size trade. Really, I want to see this 1 minute fair value gap act as support to go higher here. And again, if we get a 1 minute close back below this purple box, which is the last of all the fair value gaps in this leg, I will cut the trade for a loss. It's about a 2-to-1 RR. Stop to break even at high of day. Don't like that we just hit that high and rejected. Not ideal. But again, this is a third size position. Even if this loses, it'll be a much smaller loss than the win that I had today. No candle close below the fair value gap yet. And again, I told you guys this is a riskier play. That's why I did a third size position. So we wick there. $20 seconds left. Let's see if the candle holds or not. Okay, guys, I'm out of that trade. And now I have probably, what is that? 60% of my gains for the day are I've held, but I lost 40% of my wins on the day because of that trade. Again, I told you guys it was a riskier trade, so I risked a third of a full-size position on that. And because I had a full-size trade earlier that I partialed on, I still have 60% of my profits for the day. Even though I still think these are coming again, maybe we'll get another setup, but we'll see. Unlucky on the false breakout. Definitely looked like it went higher. It still is. It should go higher today. The question is, when is it going to happen, and are we going to sweep liquidity first? Which we definitely could. So, like, if this liquidity gets swept to the downside, there should be a good setup that forms, but we'll see. So you guys see how I saved myself quite a bit of money there? Instead of holding this and hoping, as soon as the trade invalidates, I cut the trade. And I saved myself basically a double loss there. Ooh, there's a really nice looking 30-second long, but I can't take it. So this is probably going to be where it goes up, but it is what it is. We did just trade into a tiny 15-minute fair value gap. Very small. I don't know if you guys can see that. Possible that that ends up being the place where we base, but so far nothing else that I see. Also, we are about to enter that 1310 macro, so we might get the push during this macro time. But again, my guess is that we're not, the up move has not finished. I think we will go up to these equal highs up here. But maybe they come back and retest the 5. I don't know. Probably not. I wouldn't expect us to go lower than this 5-minute OB. Rachel, how are you? We took some longs earlier today. I took a 5-minute IFEG here. Full size position, got stopped out. I took partials within this little 5-minute. And then I got stopped out for break even on the other half. Then I took a third size long up here and got stopped out. So I still have 60% of my profits for the day. But yeah, I was looking for longs today, and I still think we're going up higher. I want these equal highs up here, but we'll see what kind of a setup they give us to get there. If they even do, we'll see. Did you take anything today, Rachel? Ooh, nice pump there. If this 2-minute closes above, I still think that we're going to go up here. Maybe we can try one more in a third size position. Also, if it matches with the macro time, that'll make it even better. Next candle closes at 13:06, so we got 2 minutes left. Okay, ooh, nice push there. Very nice push. See if it holds. So I think I want to keep my profits on the day. I'll probably take this on an eval, if anything, but if this ends up closing above on a 2-minute, I think this is a good long. But again, because I already lost one, and I still have 60% of my profits, I don't want to lose more. So if this ends up closing above, I'll take it on the an eval account, and that's it. I still think it looks good. Evan Lucas, rip.